How we doing, my friends? That is true. I woke up this morning, I did AEW Rampage ups and downs, and I went to a wrestling show, and I wrestled. Who would like to know how I lost? Who would like to guess? You're close. It was the most devastating movement. Oh, that's fast entertainment. The surprise roll-up, and he held my tights. Who do you think came up with the finish? It was me. It's my favorite thing about that. I don't know how I came up with it. People thought that I don't like it. I love the most devastating movement. Oh, I love sports entertainment. It's ridiculous. It literally infected wrestling for a while, to the point, do you remember Xavier Woods? When he tried to get it like his thing, and then someone went, no. And in 2 weeks, it was gone again. I don't want to... Are you recording this, Phil? Yeah. Right, okay. That was my Men in Black flashy thingy. Oh, no, we do it after. I'll do it in a sec. We'll talk in code, like Margaret from WWE, right? So Margaret, in this case, is the person's name I just mentioned. Everybody with me? Everyone confused? If you're confused, please see a physician or a doctor. You have problems. So, the said person sent me a little message saying, hey, Simon, I think this is a good idea. I went, bro, it's the best idea. Then in 2 weeks, it was dead. And I was like, damn it, WWE. Hopefully, Triple H can get it over. Anyway, we are going to do a live ever, like, usually when we do live ups and downs, it's outside. We're doing one later, by the way, for Clash of the Castle. Of course we are. Make sure you come and join us, should you so wish. But this is the first time we've ever done it in, like, an event setting. So I don't know how this is going to go. This could be the worst thing ever. This could be the turning point for all of us when you finally say, oh my gosh, he actually is a bald a-hole. And for those that ask me, yes, a-hole means asshole. Happened once. What does a-hole mean? For ages I was like, I can't come up with anything else it could be. I just said asshole. He went, okay, and he walked off. I was like, what? Did this actually happen? And it did. It's a true story. Made a lot of money off being bald. It's not true. I sold about 10 t-shirts. Right, so here's how we're going to do it. Who's seen SmackDown today? That's pretty bad for a WWE crowd, isn't it? Who would usually watch SmackDown but couldn't because they're out and about? That ain't great either. You ain't doing that good, Trips. It's not true. I love you, Triple H. I love you so much. We had a debate about this last night. I was the Triple H fan club. Just realized I'm getting my notes up. It's not like I can't be asked. I'm going to text somebody not having a good time. Can't believe I'm here. No, so the way it works is, people always ask me this, so we may as well do. Forgive me, I will have to look over here. Actually, Phil, are you going to put this bit live, or would you like me to do an intro for the bit you want to put live? Okay, cool. Screw you, YouTube watchers. You didn't come here. You get no intro. So usually what I do, because people do ask, is I watch the show, and yes, I watch the show in real time. That's the number one question I get. Oh, do you watch it at 2-speed? No, I do not. Should I? Yes, absolutely. I'm not making use of my time, but I'm on my deathbed. Someone's next to me, hopefully going, I'm so sad you're dying. Or it being me alone, going, man, I made terrible life choices. Either way, I'm going to think, how much time did I spend watching wrestling? I could have cut it in half, and I chose not to. But the reason I chose not to is simple, because I like to watch it how people watch it, right? I always thought that was massively important. So I shall get up, I shall watch it. I do write somewhat of a script as I'm going, but I kind of just use that as a template, right? It's like a template. I like to ad-lib, I like to have fun. Sometimes an octopus will appear that is that is designed to mock internet fans. Not you. I'm talking, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about the people where, I don't know, I'll go with Tony Khan, because we mentioned Triple H twice. Tony Khan could reach out of the TV. He could grab, what's your name, my friend? Chris. Now, Chris is a lovely person, but you were going to embody the internet fan for now. Could grab Chris, could drag him into Dynamite and say, Chris, you are going to be the AEW World Champion. We're going to put the belt on you in 6 months' time. We're going to build you up. You're going to be the man. Everyone's going to love you. You are going to be the biggest babyface anyone's ever seen. And Chris will go, no, I don't think that's going to work. These are the fans. Actually, do you know how the Pesipus came about? Everyone remember the octopus? He's back soon. He's lost in a box. I moved house. If you're wondering how he came about, it's because my girlfriend bought me an octopus. Why? I love her to pieces. She just got this. So I looked at it, he looked at me, and I was like, we could do this forever because you're an inanimate object. And no, I'm definitely going to break before you. And at that very moment, ping, it's like Margaret again, ping, my Twitter went off, and it's somebody, and somebody said, oh man, if only I had planned this stuff, I would show you the tweet. He said, Simon, you disgust me. I can't believe you gave a down to whatever the hell it was. Let's say Dana Brooke, the 24/7 champion. Dana Brooke has tried so hard. Now, one, crazy. I'm just a dude. I mean nothing. My parents hate me. Like, there's nothing here. But the worst part was, I gave that bit up. I liked it. And you're still giving me hate. And in this one moment, I was like, there it is. I need to get my rage. I don't have a lot of rage. I need to get my rage out, hence why I decided it was going to be an octopus. Right, that's enough of that. I'm a weird dude. I've just realized as well, I got my phone on that weird battery power thing. We got to turn that off because it will keep closing itself down. That's a thing you didn't need to know. Right. Live SmackDown ups and downs. Where was it last night? Anyone know what town it was in? It was the same one that was in last week because they taped spoilers. Detroit. Of course, Hamflet knows. Everybody give it up for Michael Hamflet. And Sidgwick too. The knowledge machines. Also, as we are all here, Sidgwick, I've never got to say this. The other thing I always get, like, we're all aware, Sidgwick sits on one side of the wrestling fence, I sit on the other side of the wrestling fence, but damn it, we're friends. I'm sick and tired of people saying, well, they must hate each other. No, I don't care what he thinks about wrestling, and he doesn't care what I think about wrestling. Boom, right there. There you go. I honestly don't. If you've liked a segment, you win. If you don't like a segment, it doesn't matter. It's just wrestling. It's the most important of the non-important things. Anyway, last night's episode of SmackDown began with a Viking rules match. So we haven't changed that much since the new regime has came in. But did you see this, though? It was quite cool. They turned the ring into a Viking ship. You saw it, my friend. You're nodding away. Did you think it was cool? Is this going to reach? Yes, it is.
Really cool.
Really cool. See? He put a word in front of it. It was. You should go and watch it. Now, this was the most wrestling thing ever, because the commentators then went, yeah, it's just no DQ. You know, just built a... Who built it? Who built the front of the boat? Nobody knows. But it was the New Day taking on the Viking Raiders. Kind of weird we didn't hold this off for Clash at the Castle, right? Has anything been announced, or do we only have 6 announced matches for later? 6 matches. That's interesting. I was about to call it a pay-per-view. No. Premium live event. So, I don't know. Maybe something will happen and they'll build to it. But it was actually very, very good because there was no rules. They used the shields as weapons. Of course, everybody got thrown into Barry Barricade. And when it came to the finish, I've forgotten, but it's okay. That's why. Oh, that's right. Ivar missed a moonsault, and then Woods got double powerbombed through like all these tables, and the Viking Raiders win. So, this is where we turn to the camera. It is going to get it up. And the main reason is this, and this is why I'm excited about WWE right now. Okay. I didn't know that was there. Pony up, I suppose. It's green. Oh, it's green. Oh, yeah, it's green. All right, look. I don't watch the videos back. That would make me very arrogant. Wait, what are you doing, Simon? Well, just checking myself out on ups and downs. Terrible opinions, terrible. But no, the reason I like it the most is the Viking Raiders are a really good tag team. They just are. They're excellent. They're excellent in NXT. They're excellent in New Japan. They're excellent when they did all their independent shows. So now, it does feel like we're beating the tag team division. The New Day are bulletproof at this point. They can win, they can lose, they can draw, they can go up, left, down, right, center. It doesn't matter. They're the New Day, right? And I don't think they're ever going to break up. Now, the Viking Raiders have won this feud. Do we need to do another match? Arguably not. So I kind of feel like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to be the next tag team champions, right? We're all feeling that. I would assume they're going to be good guys. So what a great first challenger that would be in the Viking Raiders, like a genuine threat. I mean, they're still Vikings. I love it so much. Why are they Vikings? Well, because we have the name Vikings. Is that it? Yep, right. Let's move on. Oh, we had all these Roman Reigns videos. My friends, they'll be all over WWE social media. Go and check out the 4 videos narrated by Paul Heyman, bigging up the fact that Roman Reigns has been the Universal Champion for 2 years. This is good stuff. Like, no matter what you've thought about WWE over the last few years, their production values are always top rate. And these kind of bookended the show. They got you excited. They reminded you that's what's going to happen in the main event. Absolutely getting an up. And also, Paul Heyman, kind of back on TV. There's some rumors going around that he's going to be here this evening. What do we all think? Who wants to see Paul Heyman? Who doesn't want to see Paul Heyman? Wow, 100%. I was really hoping there'd be some Scottish guy that go, not me. And it's Drew McIntyre. Helen? No, he's not. He's Scottish, my friend. He's not from Wales. No, he's Scottish. Oh, you're saying WWE was, I see, you're doing the spin. Dude, you needed more sarcasm in your voice. Sarcasm. I was about to destroy you. People think I'm nice. I'm not. You give me a microphone and heckle me and get it wrong. Oh my gosh, you did. Not really. You're right. I mean, they have made out like Drew McIntyre comes from Wales, even though he's called the Scottish Warrior. But you know what? America, I mean, WWE just kind of see, the UK's just one, right? It's just one, and then they go, an island, because they don't want to offend anybody. I know how it works. Right. We continued the build to the Roman Reigns stuff because then we had a segment with Usos and Sami Zayn, which is probably my favorite relationship on screen right now. Sami Zayn had done his hair. Sami Zayn was wearing one of the worst suits you've ever seen in your life. And as always, Jimmy and Sami are doing all the handshakes. Jay's just looking at him like my mother looks at me when I go home for Christmas. You disgrace. You waste of time recovering wrestling with your finger. Why did I give birth to you? I'm like, it's a great point, Mum, but you did it. It's not true. My mum's the loveliest woman ever. But it's good because she doesn't watch these videos. To this day, she still says, what do you do? What do you do? I review wrestling and I point. She goes, that ain't a job. I'm like, no, it's not. Have a car. I've never bought my mum a car. That's what The Rock does all the time. Always buying his mum a car. That person knew. Got a way bigger laugh than it deserved. It's true. Goes on social media. I bought her a car. Rock, it's the law of diminishing returns. On the 10th car, I assumed you bought her a new car. Why are we insulting The Rock? Dwayne, I'm sorry. You're like bulletproof. I shouldn't go after you. But it was good. And they continue to tease that there is dissension between Sami Zayn and the Usos. And you just know it's going to happen. I actually think they could tie it into later, you know. I don't want to get too off kilter here. But I did this last night, we'll do it again. Not what you want, what you think. Put your Reddit brain on. Let's all be nerds, okay? Do you think legitimately that Drew McIntyre is walking away as the champion? You see? But okay, so there's a few people think so. But now do you want him to win? Yeah, exactly. Now, I don't know. Because I kind of feel like WWE are dead set on this Roman Reigns thing, which I quite like. We've turned him into a megastar. Awesome. But if we are not going to pull the trigger on Drew after the tremendous job they've done, I think you need shenanigans. I don't think Roman can just beat him. I think there's nothing wrong with sending a crowd home not happy, in inverted commas, but I think you need a twist. I think you need a spin. And I think that may come in the form of Sami Zayn. I think Sami Zayn's going to make a big mistake later, and he's going to be killed by the tribal chief. We then had a Shayna Baszler promo. It's a standard stuff. She was in the back. She was like, I'm going to rip off Liv Morgan's arm. And Liv Morgan walked in and said, nope, I'm going to rip off your arm. That was the entire segment. I'm going to give you all the details now. So I don't give ups or downs to those segments because why would I? They come and they go and they're harmless. And there's always a contingent of people that are like, no, you should up and down everything. Can you imagine? Like 47 ups, 92 downs. Not true. Downs never be upped. I don't know whether you've realized that. It's supposed to be a positive show. Right, we then got to Karrion Kross and Scarlett, who cut a promo. Now, I want to say I love their presentation. I think they're wonderful. But as was pointed out to me by my girlfriend, who sat down, not for this one, for one in the past when we were watching it. She sat down, and she literally, I swear to you, she turned to me and she said, "Why is he so obsessed with clocks?" I was like, "I don't know. He just says TikTok a lot." And Drew McIntyre had the best thing, right? He's like, "You've got a sand glass thing. It doesn't go TikTok. You turn it upside down. It's sand." However, they have fantastic presentation. It was their debut on the main roster, as the commentators told us. I was freaking out. No, he lost to Jeff Hardy, damn it. But he didn't. He came out with his NXT entrance, which is absolutely badass. Does anybody not like that entrance? There you go, you see, it's fantastic. And I imagine not everyone here is a super duper fan of Karrion Kross, right? Of course not. You're going to have your favorites and the ones you dislike. But that thing turns him into a star. He came out, he beat up Drew Gulak. It was a squash, beat him in 30, 40 seconds or whatever it was. I don't know, who has seen SmackDown? There you go, over there. Was it meant to be because his name's Drew? Was it that lame? It felt like that, didn't it? It felt like, oh, he wants to beat up Drew McIntyre, so he beat up Drew Gulak. I mean, okay, whatever. I actually quite like Drew Gulak, underrated talent. But of course, we are giving that an up. It was fantastic. It was really, really good. And I think the rehab with Karrion Kross, way, pony up. Don't gift that. Out of context, I'll get in a lot of trouble. Okay, so getting up. Then it was the Ronda Rousey segment. So this was quite a sports entertainment heavy show. That's okay. I'll be honest with you, I like sports entertainment. I like a bit of nonsense. Actually really good. So Ronda Rousey came out and was all like, I shouldn't have been suspended. All I did was beat up innocent people. I was like, Ronda, you should be in jail. Like, that's what happens in the real world. And Adam Pearce arrived. I really like Adam Pearce. Does anybody else really appreciate Adam Pearce? That was decent enough. There you go, Adam, my bald brother. Get that all the time. Are you his brother? It's like, there's millions of bald people, bro. Like, do you, and don't mention the other one, you sick-minded people. All right, who wants my story? We'll do it quick. We don't do this lot. So when I first started doing the WhatCulture thing, genuinely, I'll just say his name, Johnny Sins, how you doing? There's the comments for that video gone. I didn't know who he was. No one ever believes me. I didn't watch Johnny Sins pornography. I didn't watch it. What can I say? What a terrible person you are, Simon. I had, we'll use wrestling lingo, even though it makes me cringe sometimes. I had a shoot job, brother. And I was sat there, and I was like, with Johnny Sins in an office. I Googled Johnny Sins. And then I had to go, knock, knock. Hello, boss, who definitely monitors traffic on his, I don't know what you call it, interwebs. I just Googled a porn star. I'm really sorry. And the real problem was, he said, why did you Google a porn star? And I was like, he's not meant to know I'm doing these videos outside of hours. I just said, I really like porn. And I left. That's the option I picked. I died on that hill, and I was fired a week later. It's not true, I wasn't. I can't remember the excuse I did give him, because I didn't tell him about the videos. That may have been real. Anyway, Ronda Rousey says, Ronda Rousey's mad, right? She's fierce. Brrr, I'm so angry. So Adam Pearce comes out and basically says, you know, you did beat up some security guards, so I get it. However, Ronda has a letter from the magical board of directors, whoever the hell they're supposed to be, saying while what she did was a very bad thing, and she's very naughty, she is now unsuspended, but she is on probation. Right? So I don't know about you, please correct me if I'm wrong. To me, probation means is you're allowed to walk free, but don't do the thing that you did that made you in trouble in the first place, otherwise we'll put you back in jail. So then she beat up Adam Pearce. However, I did think this was really, really good. Adam Pearce kind of played the heel here, or at least more heelish than he has done for a while. And I don't know, and I've got no problem with this whatsoever, I don't know whether they are actually trying to turn Ronda Rousey into a Stone Cold Steve Austin-esque character, and Adam Pearce will fill the Vince McMahon role. And I think that works. It's been, what, 20, 30 years? No, 20 years since we've done that. And I know we've had offshoots of it, but when you kind of flip the switch that much, I actually think they could pull it off. So let's get it up. Well done, guys. Way, pony up. Do it again. Oh yeah, this bit was incredible. So I can't remember what it was now. Sami Zayn intercepted a present. I think it was some flowers for Roman Reigns, or was it flowers? It was flowers. And there was a card in it, and the card said TikTok. It's like, Karrion, Could you come? Right, this is pointless. This is pointless. Because, well, it's not threatening. He may as well have written, love from Karrion, and it would have had exactly the same impetus. Why does he send flowers? Why didn't he, right, wrestling, let's say it's real. Why didn't he kick the door down with a knife and go, I'm going to kill you, Roman Reigns. I'm going to kill you. Then you'd be like, shit, dude, I want to mess with him. It's funny, though. Give it an up. I'm not giving any downs on the live episode of Ups and Downs. Look at me. I'm reading it. This is the most uncredible thing ever. Is that a word? I don't know. That's what I get all the time. Simon, you're not credible. You're not credible. I hosted the show the other day in a beaver outfit. Like, I got no credibility. Of course I don't. I don't want any. I lie. We do have a down. I just got to my next note. Right, it was Hit Row versus the Maximum Male Models. What do we think of the Maximum Male Models? Just noises. Yeah, see, I like them too, because they're dumb. I like dumb stuff. I like their entrance. It was all like, oh, we're going down a catwalk, and they were wiggling their hips. And then it was, we got to read notes for this. So it was Hit Row versus them. Los Lotharios came out. They pretended they were going to hit B-Fab. That cast a distraction. And then Hit Row went, well, we don't care about that. They hit the heavy hitter, I believe it's called. And they got the 1, 2, 3. Then Los Lotharios were back. And then the Street Profits came out. So basically, you can see what we're doing here, right? We're going to have a big old tag team match, Street Profits and Hit Row versus Los Lotharios and Maximum Male Models. Now, on paper, I think that's great. But when I watch this segment, it's not working. It's just, I like the gimmicks on both sides. And it kind of feels to me like WWE has gone, well, we don't know what to do with you, and we don't know what to do with you, so let's just throw you into a feud and see what's going to happen. It's all perfectly fine, but we grade on a curve on Ups and Downs, and I think SmackDown has been on fire recently, and I think the problem I have with it is, I think I've talked about this before with the 24/7 championship. I want the goofiest stuff ever. I want stuff that is so bad, I want to die inside. That's really what I want. Whereas we have the characters here, we're almost treating them too seriously, which is strange. I think I'd rather they were super dumb. It was a quick match, but I would rather Hit Row with just like, I don't know, beat, what's his name? Mansoir? That's right, isn't it? Beat Mansoir, and then Mansoir rolls out the ring, but he like catwalks back up the curtain. It's the kind of stuff I want. Now, it feels a bit too mean to give it a down. You can decide. There we go. I can use the audience. Does it get an up? Right, there's a down. Sorry. Then we move on to something that I thought was very exciting. Happy Corbin arrives. I'm a big fan of Happy Corbin. He's got an open challenge because he keeps losing. He's decided, I know how I can not lose. Have another match. And he lost. Shinsuke Nakamura. It was pretty quick, wasn't it? Like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Kinshasa, 1, 2, 3. But then he goes backstage and a limo arrives with bull horns on the front. Now, if you've only been watching wrestling since 2015, you're going to be like, what? However, this was John Bradshaw's Layfield's limo, or that was the hint, that was the surprise. Now, I remember there was a rumor about this. Do you remember, like years and years or months and months ago, where somebody said they wanted to put JBL with Baron Corbin, and I think that's what we're going to do, and I think that's fun. I think that's exciting. I think that could work. I especially like Sad Corbin, my favorite gimmick of the last 10 years. However, I want that lone wolf back. You remember NXT lone wolf, Baron Corbin? That guy was badass. That guy was cool. He can't get the hair back. I've actually discussed being bored with Baron Corbin, so I win. But I think there's something here. And I don't know, I don't get how JBL ties in. I guess because they're both money, you know, both rich. However, regardless of what you think about Bradshaw, dude was really good at getting booed, like really good at being hated. And I think he could actually bring that edge back to Corbin. So I'm absolutely giving this an up. I am intrigued, and I cannot wait to see what we're going to do. I also got very excited with the next match. It was Butch versus Ludwig. And, oh, that was weird. My body just swallowed without telling me. And Butch is slowly transitioning back into Pete Dunne. Right? He had the hair, he had the weird brown costume, he was the bruiserweight, and he won with the bitter end, which I also think is quite a big result, right, against Ludwig. He's been pushed half decent. Obviously, he's teaming up with Gunther / Walter, whatever the hell you want to call him. Everybody was Charlie Walter. They got to go back to it. It's so dumb. I don't think it went massively too long. That was the other thing. Pete Dunne was doing all his finger spots. You know, oh, I'm going to break your finger, screw you, you'll never play piano again. So I don't know how they're going to do this, but I think it's smart. Do you remember years ago when Kofi Kingston lost his accent? And Triple H just went, what? Do you remember that? I think we're kind of doing that, but we're going to take it slowly. I didn't mind Butch. I actually thought that Pete Dunne embraced that role and did a really, really good job. But, I mean, again, by a show of noise, you'd rather have Pete Dunne, wouldn't you? Right? I mean, yeah, it's universal. Oh, who said boo? Why did you say boo? Be loud. You love him. How much do you love him? So much he's got no words. That's real love. That is real love. Next time you tell your partner, next time your partner looks at you, go, I love you, just be silent and stare at them. And they'll go, oh, he loves me so much. Then you can bang. Shouldn't have said it. Shouldn't have said it. I forgot. How did I get this job? Did I give it an up? Give it an up. It was fun. It was good. I like it. Then we had more stuff with Sami Zayn and the Usos. It was the same dynamic, but you could make a whole SmackDown show of this and I'd be perfectly cool with it. We were having this discussion earlier. Sami Zayn is a terrific bad guy. He's an even better good guy. This guy is proper top-tier wrestling talent. Could make it anywhere in the world. When he does have this face turn, it's going to be wonderful. I'm very excited about it. And then he may be able to hear this correct. I believe he's in this building. Please don't leave, please. Tyson Fury announced he will be at the Premium Live event later. And I think he's doing a signing, like in this square cube somewhere. So it's probably sold out. So you should stay here. Don't go, please. Don't do it. What's that? He's in the crowd. I hope not. I did a tweet about him once. Anyway, we're not talking about that. Imagine he'd seen it. All the tweets he made. It's that guy. Right. The ending was awesome as well. Oh yeah. Do you remember how Tyson Fury won his last fight? Big front kick. Come on. So we build up to this big Roman Reigns celebration, right? Sami Zayn's in the ring. The Usos are in the ring. Sami Zayn is acting like he isn't Uso, which is absolutely brilliant. They're all dressed up. They're all getting ready. We've decked out the ring. We then cut to the back. Roman Reigns arrives. He gets out the car, and he got Claymore kicked straight away. It was really good TV. The camera cuts and stuff were fantastic. He then stormed to the ring. He beat up Sami Zayn. I think Sami went into Barry Barricade. Somebody went through a table. Did I write it down? I did. Here we go. Let's just read my notes verbatim. This was 4:30 a.m. notes. Chair on Sami. Jimmy through Alan announce table. Spear Jay through Barry Barricade. Said he was going to kill Roman. And then, this is the most mean note ever. Awesome. What a flipping nerd. So it is going to get an up. SmackDown overall is going to get an up as well. I think we can all agree that ever since the change happened, the regime shift went into place, I think WWE is really quite good at the moment. Like, Raw's always going to be a bit of a struggle with that extra hour, but I actually think they're making the best of that too. And this is why, again, I said it last night, I'll say it here, why I think it's a really cool time to be a wrestling fan. You don't have to watch WWE, you don't have to watch AEW, Ring of Honor, Impact, New Japan. You pick and choose whatever you want, but listen to the companies that just came out of my mouth. That is always the most important thing. You find the wrestling brand you like, you support it, you buy the merchandise, you keep this weird little circle going because it brings you entertainment and it makes you happy. And even when they drop the ball and even when they do something stupid or even when they do something you don't like, do you want to know why that's great? Because we can arrive in buildings like this and we can discuss it. You think that, I think this, but we're all supporting professional wrestling and I think that is the greatest thing in the world. So, my friends, thank you so much for coming out here today. Remember, we've done live ups and downs, but never in this kind of a setting. Like, it's a bit more freeform, a bit more wild. So I do appreciate you allowing me and all the guys to do this. And other than that, I've got nothing else to say, which is a rarity. Take care of yourself. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. WhatCulture.com. Follow us on social media. Watch more videos. Yeah, that's what we do. My friends, thank you very much for coming. I will see you right over there. Goodbye.